Dave from the Redneck Garage. Well, today is body prep day. Woo! I'm so excited. I've slipped the doors on and we're going to be disassembling those and getting the shells ready to paint. There's a little bit of body work on those, so I'm excited about that. Trying to get this thing ready for some paint. A couple different things. I've got a ton of stuff ordered. I've got tires coming in. We're going to talk about the tailgate that they ship with the original truck. And oh yes, and if people were asking me about t-shirts, if you want a t-shirt or a polo shirt, you can go to Redneck Garage Products and the link is on the top. I don't make any money off of them, but if you do want a Redneck Garage t-shirt or a polo or windbreaker or whatever, you can go to that link and they'll ship you one. And I really appreciate everybody that subscribes to the channel and supports Redneck Garage. We're going to get started on taking this apart, and I'm going to try to stay a little bit organized so I don't lose all the parts of these doors. Let's get going. Alright, so I'm test fitting the doors. I've got to get some tubs. I'm going to get a couple plastic tubs to put all this hardware from the door in, because there's a bunch. And we're going to strip the door down and get it ready for painting also at the same time. These things are pretty dang heavy, but take it off, get it stripped down, get it prepped at the same time so we can get the whole body done. I will say the door handles are pretty funky. They've got these little clips on the back here. So the way they have the door handles in here is basically they're held in with these two steel pieces that drive up in there, and they hold on the back of this clip, similar to that, to get the door handles off. And then you're going to push it down and the door handle will come out, and there's one rod on there to take off, but it's kind of a convoluted deal to get that off. Then to remove the handle, there's two screws down here, which allows your rod to come up far enough where you can get the clip off the back. That clip right there off that rod. So I'm going to get that thing off. Stupid! Stupid! Alright, so I got my Kumho Road Venture AT51 radials. And these I got off of eBay, and there was a rebate for $120, so I ended up paying about $110 a piece for them. And I'm just happy with those, man. I think they look awesome. I went with 30 by 950s instead of 31s or even 32s, just because the 4-cylinder and the gearing. I think these will work out better for that. So I'm going to roll them around back, and we're going to be mounting them later, not by hand, but at a shop. Okay, so far so good. I got the handle off, got most of the weather stripping off. To take the glass out, you're going to take these two screws out, and that's going to release it from the mechanism here. So I'll do that. So that's basically a strip door. I don't have to take all the other stuff out because we're just painting it. That looks like it'd be a huge pain to get this out. The only damage I really see on the door, besides a little dent right here from shipping. You can kind of see it right there. I got to knock it back out and just do a little bondo work right there. I do see a little stress crack right here, which I will grind down and just put a little weld on it, and that should be just fine. But the door is stripped and it's ready to start prepping it for the blue paint. Awesome. Now I went ahead and moved the latch out of the way, because if you're prepping a door for paint, and when you're painting and you're going to be opening and shutting the door, like in the inner portions, and you're going to be opening and shutting the door, you don't want it to latch shut with no handle on it and having to grab, and it's a pain in the butt. So I moved the latch up here so the door is just basically on there. Awesome! Looks like it's about to rain. Looks like it's about to rain. Originally, this is the tailgate that came on the old truck, and I think it's a little past saving. It's all rusted out. Even the spare tire carrier is messed up. So when I bought the truck, he said, I'll give you another one for free. So he sent me this yellow one, and it looked pretty good, not rusted out or anything. And I started taking it apart, and of course the bolts were broken off in the bottom, which means internal rust. But then I started looking at it, and you can see that bow right there. And then when you look at the edge, this thing's all bowed up, man. So I couldn't even use it. So there's not one body panel I got with the original truck from New Jersey that was usable. Okay, I got the passenger side door taken apart and prepped, and it's ready to go. And on this one, I've got a little damage right here where that edge is bent, and right down here. All that came from the shipping on this. So what I'll do is I'll take them off, and I'll take a dolly and a hammer, and we'll see if we can straighten that part out. And then it'll take just a little skin of bondo to fix that. All right, my super Walmart tub with the super duty locking handles. Worked out great for these door panels and everything. All the glass and all the hardware and everything else is in here. And if you have any questions on how to take the doors apart or something like that, just shoot me a message. I'll be happy to help you. But, you know, doing a real extended video on that didn't seem very exciting. So anyway, I'm going to button her up. And when we're ready to put it back together, we'll start cleaning and putting all that back together. Awesome. Alright, once I get it pretty close, I'd like to take I'll compare it between the left and the right side with a straight edge. Isn't that pretty? And I'm really close all the way up. There's just like maybe 1/8 of an inch difference in some of the areas, which no big deal. I'm going to go ahead and fill those. Main thing is trying to get it as straight as I can above and below the Jeep, right? So I don't have to grind this off or mess with that, the part where the Jeep emblem is. And that looks really, really good. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and get ready to bondo that, and we'll be ready to start shaping it with my Hutchkins air file. And they're about 300 bucks, and you can see them on the Redneck Garage product page, but it is the best air file known to man, and it's used by a lot of different body shops. So that's what we're going to be using on this. I think I'm going to go in and take a sabbatical from working on the Jeep a little bit. We got a lot prepped. Basically all the body work is going to be on this side, and the doors. I haven't worked on those yet, but those are next. And hopefully in the next week or two, we put this thing in paint. David from the Redneck Garage, keep turning wrenches.